Welcome back. As this new year is approaching, just wanted to take some time to do a kind of type of meditation. As you can hear the wind blowing, and we just want to inhale, exhale, and we get some silence and just enjoy the sound of the wind. And we're rolling our necks and kind of allowing ourselves to kind of stretch a bit. We talked about these are called shaman stones, which are good for grounding. For those of you that are not familiar with the term grounding, want you to look that up. And again, these are objects that are made of earth that a lot of times we can kind of meditate with or we can touch that helps us be able to calm ourselves and remind ourselves that we're here right now. A lot of times our minds are all over the place, right? And so we always have to give ourselves permission to be in the present moment because of the way our brains are wired and the way we've been kind of programmed and constantly been stimulated by TV and videos and phones. Our mind is always on the go. So we have to make a point to be mindful and decide and give ourselves permission to calm. Okay. And so, for those of you who have something in your hands, just kind of acknowledge and notice the weight, right, of what that feels like in your hands. You can open and close your hands. We talk about how we're always using our hands. And as this New Year's approaching, just wanting to take the time to be thankful. Thankful that we have hands that we can use, right? Right. Also, our wrists. There's so many intricate parts to the body that allow it to function. Right? It's amazing that you have hands, but if that wrist is hurt, then you can't even use your hand, right? Right? All the parts are important, right? And even if you're feeling like you're not important as this year's wrapping up, know that you are. And just think about all the things that you do that you don't pat yourself on the back for. Even if we're not being acknowledged by others, we want to get to the point to where we want to be able to validate and acknowledge what we do and finding little ways to reward ourselves. Okay? That helps us build morale. Okay? Roll those arms. It's so stiff. And those of you, I'm on the floor, but those of you sitting in the chair, if that's more comfortable, do that. Okay? I'm going to extend my legs. All right? And for those of you in the chair, you can just kind of bend down and let yourself drop. And we always love to rock. Kind of loosen up those hips. But as we're doing this again, we want to think about being more acknowledging little things that we take for granted and being able to validate and start rewarding ourselves. Okay. And be able to know the truth in your mind, even if, again, you're not being validated for what you do, take note, that without me doing this, this wouldn't work, or acknowledging, how you are helping others, okay? And we all love praise, but a lot of times we can't depend on that. So it's important that we know. It's important that we take the time to reward ourselves and pat ourselves on the back, okay? So just wanting to, for this new year, I want us to consider validating ourselves as well as be noticing small things to be grateful for. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to put these down. Now we're just going to get our hands and kind of just massage them a bit. We'll give some silence just to enjoy the sound of the wind.